So I did post in a campaign general chat the consolidated consent information that you guys provided me. Uh, we'll go over those really quick, but you do one more little. Post this here. I'm gonna go up to general, all the way at the top. Just glancing them over, does anybody have any specific questions of what I put? I do have some specific things I do want to talk about. Okay. I do know we're missing one, and that would be like Errol. Yep. For permanent mind control, there is the possibility that you can get mind controlled, but I will not permanently mind control anybody. Just it's based off of what monsters do. I will still let you control your character, but I will whisper you some hints of what the motivations would be if you're controlled. Yep. Yep. No, same thing with if you get charmed or suggestion or something like that, I'm going to let you play your characters as much as possible, but slipping into those role plays. And again, I'm not going to make it permanent to take over your character. There will be no direct. You won't be observing torture. So for some of the yellow stuff, harm to animals and children. It won't be direct. Somebody's targeting a kid to take it out. They could become collateral damage to like a major AoE, like a fireball goes off in the middle of town or something like that. But it's not specifically going to be targeting any of them. Just be collateral damage. I won't be making any focus on the kids and stuff like that. For that. As far as the terrorism goes, we do. This campaign is designed about multiple warring factions. It will. There will be times where one faction versus another may overlap into a city or a town or something like that. I'm just gonna let you know that. But it'll be part of the war, and there will be evidence of that it's going to be going on, type of thing. Thirst shouldn't be an issue. I do know there is the possibility that you guys will could end up in a desert, or you could end up in the vast icy snowland within the campaign. There will be. There won't be any full blown descriptions of it. We'll just play the. We'll just follow. Basically play the rules. That we'll discuss beforehand. If you're in one of those regions, hey, if you don't have water after so many days, you're going to start getting exhaustion, or you don't have warm enough clothing, that type of stuff in there. All the red issues will be totally out of the world. For the claustrophobia, I won't make any direct descriptions. Like if you're trapped in a box type of thing. But there'll be times that, hey, you've got to figure your way out of a building that, you know, a wall's collapsed that covered the door. It's not going to be close in claustrophobia, but you'll have plenty of room to move around and stuff like that for anything I do in there. Any questions? Okay, we good there. So I'm gonna F5 that screen just to make sure it's good. F5 that screen to make sure it's good. Yep. So I'm going to draw some lines on here really quick. I'm going to actually put a grid up. You guys can see. We're going to do two fun little thingies here. So the tokens that are currently on the screen, I just want to kind of get an idea about. Well, actually, let me just do this. We're going to do while we're waiting for. I'm going to go ahead and go to the stream video.
Oh, we're gonna do like a standard marching order.
Well, yes. So before we do that, because you guys had mini sessions, I would like we're gonna just start down the list. I did give you in the sessions channel the description of the recap and how we're going to be starting that. I will be doing that in dialogue once we get our last player here. But let's get some of the housekeeping out of the way first, and that would be if you've got for a general, let's do the 2-column marching order, something that's 2 feet wide. But before that, let's go ahead and introduce the characters, because some of these people only in the Discord channel have heard about your character. Now you have the way to describe it. So we're going to let Spike go ahead and go first.
Well, you're lucky. I just sat right back down.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sat right back down into the hot seat.
Yep. I apologize now. My voice is off. I have a cold. So I am playing Spike, our little. You may call him a kobold, but he is truly a dragon. He is. His scales are tinted with white and blue. He wears well-worn but well-kept traveling leathers and a jacket. He's got little superfluous wings that do not hold him aloft yet, for he has not achieved true dragonhood. Instead of a wand, he has a violin bow, but it will soon be a wand. I mean, it is a wand, but I don't know. Yeah, that's him. Little kobold friend.
Okay. Go ahead and put Kibo's picture up. Kibo.
So I'll be playing Kibo, a human. Darker black hair, but in the sun it gives that kind of brownish tint to it in the sunlight. A cowl and kerchief of a deep emerald green, with a hood that he usually keeps over his head, and a very beautiful silver breastplate that covers his chest and up a little bits of the neck, with these lines that go down in kind of a scale mail fashion. with a pale glowing kind of light that seems to be magical in essence. He's pensive, kind of quiet, but to the point. Speaks up when needed to, but does keep quiet when things don't require his immediate attention.
Okay, thank you. Varys.
All right, Varys is elven sorcerer. He's got ash blonde hair. He wears just simple but very well kept common clothes. And he carries himself with the utmost confidence, with a almost arrogant smile most of the time. Lightly gives off a faint glow around him. That's all I got.
Okay. Bowed.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Where was the link to Foundry? Because I lost. Just tickle me.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do Errol really quick.
Yeah.
Errol.
Ural is a halfling. He's about 4 feet tall, around there. He's got traveling clothes, but they're like sort of well made, at least for a traveler. But they've seen some. They have some roughness to them. You know, they're worn. They're a bunch of earthy tones. He has like shaggy, like shoulder lengthish hair. He looks like he takes care of his appearance, but at the same time, he doesn't put a whole lot of thought into it. And he kind of carries himself with a sort of self-confidence that feels like it's questionably earned. Let's put it that way. And yeah, I'll be
And
playing
your
Euro.
friend that follows you around?
Whenever he is summoned, Sir Breachmane, aka Pops, is a halfling. He's taller than Ural. He's about like 6 inches taller. He looks pretty hefty, like he's like built. He's wearing some sort of ethereal, sort of vapid, vapory armor. It's strange because he looks more spiritual than like an actual physical entity, right? But he looks like a stereotypical knight in that sense. He has a sword and shield, and yeah, that's Pops.
Okay. Next up, we're still waiting on Bowed. So
I know, but I lost the link to Foundry.
Oh, you need the link.
It's
Yeah, I need the link.
it's at the very top of the Discord channel in the group information.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So while he gets logged in, we're going to go ahead and do our next to last, and that would be Garrick.
Garrick also carries himself with confidence, perhaps a little bit more earned than yours, small halfling. He is a very large, confident young man, quite a bit larger than average. He has a few battle scars from the time that he fought off the pirates that were attacking the seaside cape. The one time he fought pirates. Of course, he is quite confident in his skills, and if he even has a slight proficiency in something, he will make sure that you know about it. Though, as his companions have seen, despite his very cocky attitude, he does back it up quite a bit when it comes to his strength, as his giant great axe has already destroyed quite a few undead.
I am not sure one is quite a few.
Okay.
What do you know?
So bowed in the lower right-hand side of the screen, where you have your name, I'd like you to. We need to have you select your token. Or lower left sides. Yeah, thank you. You don't have your token linked for some reason.
Yeah, that was the most important thing that I and was Kibo discovered. I cannot even access the party stash of items.
Okay. So, go ahead and hit the gears and log out and log back in. I just updated your token ownership. It should work when you log back in.
Well, yes. Even if it was just one undead, he destroyed it so spectacularly. It might as well have been multiple.
Pieces.
So while we're waiting, I do want to get to general party lineups. The first one for a 10-foot wide. So if you guys want to go ahead and discuss and drag your tokens out there really quick.
Game is paused, so
Oh yeah, it is. How about that? Now it's unpaused.
I think I'm probably going to be up front too.
Yeah. I'll probably stick to the middle ground.
Same.
Is Bond Celsius also melee?
He has
Dagger with the TD8, but normally deals D4. Versatile slashing, and I have Scorpion Whip, so I can be on second position. Mainly built for intimidation tactics.
Got it. So he would want to be in the second slot. So maybe our healer moves back a jump.
they're
Yeah.
bowed. Let's see if that works for you.
Oh.
Okay. Observer, save. So we'll put bowed there. Can you move your token now, bowed?
I could move it before.
Oh, okay. It just wasn't linked. Okay.
Yeah, I just forced the configuration setting so he's linked to it now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So we'll put bowed, booed, or bowed would go there.
Bowed.
Okay.
Bowed.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag another copy of your tokens out, and we're going to make a big long line.
All right.
For those wonderful, we're trapsing down little tiny sewers and stuff like that.
Okay.
I would want to be at least in the front three, probably.
Yeah.
Bowed would probably be a good in the second position, just because his whip can still. Yeah.
Like, I can't be on second position, but I can still needle dart someone, so yeah.
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 Full dark vision.
For these
We
type
should-
of
Actually,
encounters-
in case we get snuck up on from behind, maybe that's
Yeah,
an option.
that's.
Yeah, that's
that's
what I was
where.
thinking.
I think that's smart.
Yeah. Oh, we need an open gap for our.
Yeah, I was
for
thinking
Kibo.
with these type of things, would we prioritize the lineup, or because I have a decent stealth as well for scouting,
That is true.
Yeah.
as
I
well
think
as I have a decent amount of spells to either help me with stealth or start things off and get the information across to the party.
Yeah. Also imagine you
So,
probably decent perception.
What I'm doing for these is this is just going to give me something in general. So when I build the scene, I have somewhere to start with placing your characters, and then when I finally bring you to the scene, you guys will finalize that little lineup.
Okay.
But this just gives me something to use when I'm doing my prep to at least get you somewhat similar to where you would be. So what I'm doing right
Gotcha,
now is
so-
I am just doing little screenshots of those two lineups.
Those
Yeah,
are
that
like default positions.
Yep. Then I think that is it, and we'll be getting ready to be in the actual session in just a second.
I needed to present my character.
I will bring your character up really quick once the screen comes up. So, boom, your character.
Above average in height, hobgoblin with pale skin. Not pale like moon, but pale like adequately adapted to living in underground territory. There's some you can clearly see some scales that grow on him. Nothing major, but still they are there with black color. His eyes full of confidence and wonder to explore. Like child who got sick and wanted to try things. you know how it is, kids. And just he doesn't walk. He dances. You can imagine this. If you walk 5 feet, he dances 5 feet non-stop forever.
Gotcha.
Every alchemical work, he dances to it. Like grinding some dried up leaves for tea, you will see him dance to it. Like he will dance to this invisible tune that you don't know where, how, but it exists in his head.
Alrighty.
Cool.
He was quite useful person in the village. He was always curious for everything. Here helped the smithy, here helped the alchemist, here helped the shopkeeper, just general helping. His mother was very strong woman. More draconian than he is, but she was that style that my character loved. My father character's love. And you know how it went. They had the most successful nighttime ever. Like, imagine you rave your entire 7 days, 1 week, in that one night. That wide was that. The entire village was shaken and heard the entire facade. So here is that.
Okay. So we just had too many sessions where I had split the party so we could get some troubleshooting and stuff out of the way. As a quick recap, both groups started at Seaside Cape. They traveled to the excavation camp from Seaside Cape, going through the mountains to where there were some recently uncovered ruins. They are there to assist with exploration and keeping the local wildlife and bandits at bay. While exploring the local area, your parties encountered some skeletons, which both parties defeated. And they noticed that part of the underground growth looked different than the rest of the area, and they soon uncovered what could possibly be some ruins. So I ran the same little mini scenario with both of your groups, but for the purposes of continuity, I'm going to bring us to the scene and lower the volume a little bit. There, I didn't realize it was going to be that loud. We'll say that one group was coming in from the west, the other one coming in from the east. You've both fought separate sets of skeletons, and you guys kind of heard the bits and pieces of the surrounding battles, and you ended up meeting in the middle, where you uncovered what appears to be the entrance to some old ruins. Seeing that this is an important discovery, Lyda, who is an acolyte to Aron the Dawnbringer, she was with Group 1, and Tess is a member of the Ashen Vanguard Ranger, was with Group 2. they have decided to go to report the discovery to the expedition base camp, while both of your mini groups continue to explore the ruins. So do you guys want to have any discussion before they head off?
I have discussion to make with the party, not with them. Wait. Can I go to the woman that's like this paladin guy?
What do you want to do with her?
Ask her if she can give me, if I can borrow light hammer.
They mean like the salesperson?
Do you see a salesperson here?
There is no salesperson here.
Yeah. I was just going to ask. Wait, NPC. I wanted to ask Tess if she has any tips of using daggers against the undead. Or anything piercing and slashing against undead.
She just has a sword and her longbow. She doesn't have anything particular that would be beneficial specifically because of you guys discovered that the skeletons were resistant to piercing and slashing damage.
Yeah.
And Lyda, similarly, she just has her rapier and some of her alchemical stuff that she can use for herself, but nothing specific that would assist directly with what you are asking for right now.
Okay. That was it.
Simple, we just gotta hit him harder.
I go to who said that line? Who's
Garrick.
Oh, I go to the Garrick and show him lack of muscles. Talk to me, big guy. Talk to me.
I mean, we've managed to deal with them heartily so far. We should be fine.
Yeah.
No real concern. There's more of us now, even.
As long as we don't get surrounded or run into anything much bigger, we should be all right.
I'm the biggest guy around. These skeletons are puny.
These ones, maybe, but I agree with the sentiment, at least.
Yeah, I agree with you, with the big guy. At least, I pray that we are not finding something bigger.
Hard disagree.
I mean, we won't know what we find until we go.
Yeah, but I hope that we don't find anything bigger than those normal skeletons.
It'll be fine.
Fine.
Garrick can kill anything. Varys can heal anything. And I'm a dragon, so we're good.
Exactly.
The party arrogance comes out.
Yeah.
Well then.
Oh, and I've only just met you three.
Hard to say. Kind of blurs
But
together
you're
sometimes.
I'm sure you're fully capable as well.
Yeah, but my weapons? No. Like, big no.
Well, then just stick behind me. And you'll notice, he isn't using a blunt weapon. He's been using an axe.
Oh, shit!
Well,
It worked quite effectively.
Exactly. You just gotta hit him harder.
It's not wrong.
I mean, not wrong with that.
well then.
And I tested those that are immune to mental magically, like intimidation.
Yes, they are. They are a little too stupid to be afraid.
Yeah, that which is kind of sad.
Well, they don't have the brains to fear me, as they should.
My dude, maybe they don't have brains, but somehow those bones have more strength than my muscles.
Well, then you can stay behind me.
No.
Okay, seeing that there's nothing else that the two of them can provide,
Yeah.
Bye, Lida.
Bye.
they say goodbye and say, stay out of trouble. We've seen that you can handle the, if there are any skeletons down there. We've seen that you can handle them. We're going to go bring back some of the lead excavators. But see what you can find while we go get them. It's going to be a few hours.
All right.
Okay.
And they head off towards the camp.
There are other groups. Did forget about that. Well,
I hope they won't be ambushed.
They'll be fine.
Lida's
From
fully
what-
capable. They'll be fine.
Yeah,
well,
what
She
we
can
saw-
blow things up.
it's quite effectively.
Yes.
So what you guys do see is you do see a set of steps that go down, take you a little bit to clear some rubble. The steps go down, and after they get underground, they turn to the right and turn to the right again and widen up. Take, maybe 30 minutes or so to clear the rubble out, but it is pitch black down there. As you guys are clearing the rubble out, you notice that. What
Do any of
would
you?
what would the party do for light if they were to go down in a deep, dark tunnel? So I can make sure to get that set up for you on the.
Yeah. Does anybody?
I can pretty easily just cast light.
No, that.
Who was that casting
Okay.
light?
There's.
I have full dark vision, so
I can
Okay.
cast light to. Let me see how many I can.
I think it's
Has-
4.
I think so as well. This description is not helping me.
I'm gonna fix
Yeah, 4.
your
So
torch.
4.
Whirl.
Yeah, so 4 people will have little glowing orbs floating next to them.
I would appreciate it. Well, my strength is my strong suit. I do have bad eyesight. Well, I cannot see in the dark like some of you can.
It's fine.
Gary, then wear glasses if you have bad eyesight.
But earlier you said you had the best you had the best
Yes,
eyesight.
I
in
have the
village.
best eyesight. I just can't see in the dark.
Why not? Seeing in the dark is easy. You just look.
Well, you're a dragon. You can see in the dark. I'm a human. I can't see in the dark.
Gary, I have one suggestion. Get better.
I see. How will you come and see? How will you come and tell me that when you put some meat on those bones?
Sure I will, brother. Sure I will.
So I think then Garrick and who else would take a light?
Right, spread them.
The other human, maybe.
I
I'm
mean,
only human.
let's only have float
Because
light.
I have low light vision.
Yeah,
Oh,
but we'll need stronger than that. I think let's put Garrick can have a light. Probably just have like most of the melee people than like one caster have melee.
Yeah, that could probably work.
I mean, both myself and Bowd seem to have dark vision, so I think we're fine on the light.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think it's
Yeah.
me, Garrick, and then maybe you, Varys.
Yeah, since I only have low light.
So, it's the light spell you're gonna cast.
Yep.
So, can go ahead and put that in chat, please. So I.
Oh yeah.
We can drag the light onto ourselves and then it'll give it to us. Might be blinding a bit if we're too close, but
Yeah. And that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease it slightly on some of you before I bring you to the screen. So I see 3 people have it dragged.
Yeah, one more person. Does Uriel need light? I forget if halflings have dark vision. I
Urals
imagine
has
they
a
don't.
torch out right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well. I guess I can just keep the 4th light in case we need to shine it someplace else.
Okay, I am going to light.
Just reflecting off
I
of
am trying-
Spike's white scales.
Yeah, I'm going to, because there are so many sources of light, I am decreasing the intensity a little bit so it doesn't just white out the next scene.
Yeah.
I may try to figure out if there is a macro or something I can come up with. I know somebody asked the question recently. So as you clean this out, you do head down. You've cleared out what appears to be the last 10-foot section of what appears to be some sort of ornate temple. The stones are all meticulously carved. They're nice and smooth. There's intricate engraving as you guys enter the lower levels of this ruin. And you guys get the light spell, you do your torch, and this is what we see.
Ooh, pretty.
Remarkably well.
Ooh.
So,
Preserved.
what you see when you first come down here, you see a pedestal straight in front of you that appears to have some writing on it. To the right and left of you, immediately, those two round things are braziers that are unlit. It appears the chamber is almost shaped like a baseball field. Goes out 45-degree angles and straight up, and then it's rounded at the top. How's the party want to proceed?
Gareth will be the first to step forward.
Start moving into the room, but be cautious. Don't want to be.
I go right after our local himbo.
Seems to be other side rooms.
The Garrick one.
As you head up, you do notice that there are 4 doors that come out of the nice carved walls of this ruin. They have stairs leading up to them. Garrick notices that besides the 2 braziers that you guys already saw, there's 4 more of them. And there is some sort of picture of the sun and the moon inlaid in the ground just on the other side of that pedestal.
Spike is going to run up to the pedestal and try and read the writing.
So, Spike, if you want to double click on that center little exclamation point.
Oh, cool. And it's in common?
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
Good.
To
we'll come
enter
up and-
sun, moon, or their rise in search of their hidden prize, align their visage, follow their guide, then step before them to enter inside.
Interesting.
For a bit.
Oh,
That's
to be.
and I can attempt to turn these dials.
So there are dials on both sides of that pedestal.
I have high intelligence. I don't have high wisdom. I'm turning this dial. Oh,
Oh, that's so cool.
oh, that is so cool.
That is sick.
Oh, I think.
Something
So
Interesting.
it appears that when you touch that dial, the outer ring of symbols on the picture of the sun and moon rotated.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's riddle.
Yes. Gareth, we'll
Okay,
see.
we're pushing buttons.
We're brute forcing. Gareth will
Good thinking.
we'll move over to here. And is this more writing?
Yes, that is more writing.
All
see
right.
on this one.
Moonrise for those who straddle the line between darkness and light.
One over here. Sunrise for
Okay,
those who stand
let
with
me
the rising
get these
sun.
into your handouts thing really quick. So Moonrise. You're doing Sunrise. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. For those who stand with the rising sun. So presumably, we need to match the symbols for a corresponding door to open it. If I were to guess, that structure on the left-hand side of this is likely where we need to match them.
Most likely.
Yeah, we can always try. It's something like it will kill us all if you guys were wrong.
Yeah, it's not going to kill us all. We'll be fine.
I don't notice anything that's like that.
So I will.
Oh.
Which ones are you trying to? What are you trying to set up right now in the?
I think rising moon. I think that's the sun. It has rays coming off it. Go back to the previous one.
You want the moon? I can't make it go backwards, I don't think.
Oh, then we'll just go for the sun then.
Yes.
Sun or sunrise?
Sunrise. So do the outer ring next.
So if you look in your handout section, I just posted what sunrise looks like
Oh, okay. Handouts.
in Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Okay.
Yep, I'm sorry.
We are on sunrise.
Let me go up to the top. The inner ring is on sunrise. The outer ring looks like it's a little bit off.
Yeah.
Which one's outer ring that I move? Is it the left one?
Got it.
Yeah, I think that looks right. This one.
That looks like sunrise.
I had to guess. I mean, does this door look noticeably changed, or would I
I
actually
don't know.
have to
Why
try
don't
to
you
push
go
it?
up and approach it?
Okay, can somebody that can handle if this goes wrong come over?
Yes, I'll go.
Thank you, Garrick. Thank you.
I go right after him because
It glowed red.
Glowed red. Something isn't quite right. Which one of you? Let me see. One of you has that's odd talent, or is that a different group? Something seems off. You think you've got it aligned, but maybe you haven't done everything that's required to.
We might need to light the braziers.
That's what I was just thinking as well.
So if you double-click the exclamation point next to the brazier, it'll give you the opportunity to light it. As those two are lit, you hear small little clicks near the door that's in the northwest side of the room. You've heard two of them.
What does that one say, as an aside?
Sun for those who bask in the brightest light.
Okay.
Could it be the amount of braziers that are lit?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. And if we're going for sunrise, perhaps light half of them? I don't know if the order of the braziers matters, but...
I'll go. Yes, I'll go light the other one. Are we putting that one out, or?
Well, we were going for sunrise first, weren't we? Or do we want to try to go for full sun?
Well, I think.
Oh, if we're doing sunrise, we should probably have some of the moon ones lit.
I was about to do that actually.
Yes.
I would like to share out of character. 3 people have reported that they're getting the same network error on the stream.
Air 2000. Okay, I need to see what that is.
It seems like it's supposed to be on the user's end, but if 3 people are getting the same error and the problems aren't fixing it.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. Let me just do a.
But I will be right back again. I need to use the washroom.
Everyone don't drown.
Well, now that you said that, a gelatinous cube is going to be in his bathroom.
That's not drowning at that point.
It's true.
Instead of water, it's mimic.
It's acid.
The toilet paper is mimic.
Well,
No,
as
the
long
toilet paper's a mimic. Oh, that would be terrible.
You'd expect the toilet, but no, the paper.
Okay, what I'm
Rolls
going to
will
do is I'm going to end the stream really quick, and then I am going to just relaunch it with Twitch. And see if that works.